Tenants, owners and property managers come from all walks of life. You all have your own needs. You all have rights, like your right to privacy or for your rent to be paid on time. And you all have responsibilities. The key to a successful tenancy is to know where you stand. Knowing your rights and responsibilities as a tenant, property owner or manager, and knowing what to do in certain situations can help your tenancy run smoothly. Remember, the RTA is here to help every step of the way. A tenancy doesn't automatically end once the finish date in the rental agreement arrives. For a tenancy to end, the correct notice must be given, and the tenant must continue to pay rent until the agreement ends and the tenant moves out. The property must also be left in the same condition it was in at the start of the tenancy, except for fair wear and tear. No, fixing your motorbike in the lounge room is not fair wear and tear. It's a good idea to check the special terms of the tenancy agreement, as the tenant may need to organise things like carpet cleaning or pest control. If the tenant decides to leave early, they're responsible for compensating the owner or manager for lost rent until another tenant can be found, or until the tenancy officially ends. The tenant may also be responsible for other costs, such as advertising the property for rent. But the owner or manager has to minimise the costs as best they can. The owner or manager has the right to show the property to prospective tenants, even if the tenants haven't moved out, as long as the correct notice is given. The exit condition report shows the state of the property when the tenant leaves. Ideally, the tenant and the property manager or owner should complete the exit condition report together. But if that's not possible, then it should be completed by the tenant. It's then up to the owner or manager to complete their side of the report before signing it and returning a copy to the tenant within 3 business days. Sometimes the tenant and the owner or manager may have different views on the actual state of the property at the end of the tenancy. This is when the entry condition report and any photos that were taken at the start of the tenancy will come in handy. The best thing to do is to talk to each other and see if you can come up with a simple solution. Now, getting the bond back. At the end of the tenancy, the bond is returned to the tenant, as long as no money is owed to the property owner or manager for unpaid rent, damages, or other costs. If you all agree with how the bond should be paid out, then everyone needs to sign the refund of rental bond form and send it back to the RTA. The RTA will pay out the bond as you have asked within a few days. If you don't agree, the tenant or owner can still submit the bond refund form. The RTA will then send the other person a notice of claim and a dispute resolution request. If this happens, there are strict timelines to stick to that may affect how the bond is paid out. Check the website for more details. So, just to recap, to ensure the tenancy ends on good terms, tenants should give the correct notice if you wish to move out, pay rent until the end of the tenancy, return the home to the same condition it was in at the start of the tenancy, and get your bond paid directly to your Australian bank account by giving the RTA your bank details. It's the quickest and safest way to get a bond refund. Property owners or managers should give the correct notice to extend the tenancy or to end the tenancy. Be sure to conduct the exit condition report thoroughly and check you have all the correct keys returned. Be sure to talk with the tenant about any concerns you have about the state of the property at the end of the tenancy. And keep all paperwork relating to the tenancy for 1 year after the tenancy agreement has ended. The RTA is here to help. Visit us online or call us on 1300 366 311.